Oh my God.
Back
Oh my
at
God.
it again.
What's up?
Yes. So y'all know we like to play. No, we like to play a lot over here at Sherman Phoenix under TDR. Y'all had to hear Tom before the show started. That's why we laughing. But welcome, everybody. It is another Wednesday. I'm your host, Kenda. This is my show, my own podcast. And today I have two amazing ladies that I'd love to welcome. Welcome, Tika. Welcome, Mo Sketty.
Mo Sketty.
Let's go.
Oh, you know what? Since we here, let me go ahead and put this on Mo page too.
Yes.
Get that uploaded to so everybody can see what Mo Skitty got going on. This
So everybody can see the other side of you.
right.
Other side.
Is this on her page too?
It's on her page too
Okay,
now.
It's a different
go.
kind of moment with Mo Skitty.
It is. And it is a pleasure to have you here as a special guest today. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for asking. I'm excited about just hanging out with you ladies and having a conversation. Like,
Well, hey, you got high vibrations, great vibrations. It was only right. It was only right.
True.
I had to ask you here because I find you to be very, very fascinating. And that's with top tier energy. Like, I don't know, we met you at Mikasa Sukasa during poetry night, food for thought.
yes. You and Tone and a couple other folks came out the night that I had my feature, and I was very expressive that evening.
You sang for us. I almost melted in my seat.
I almost melted.
I did. I'm so glad that we made it all the way through to the end because it was a very, very nice event. It was a lot of creative energy in the room. We weren't sure when they were going to have you come out, but we were super excited when you did. So what they do is they save the best for last. Is that how
the
they-
features usually go at the end of the night.
Yeah.
So that night particularly, there was the list was heavy, and there was a lot of really good talent, and we also had another feature. So we had two features that night. My good girl Adisa, she was also celebrating her birthday that
I
week.
remember.
My birthday had just passed and hers was coming up, so we were kind of in the middle tour season. And so she got a chance to go first and invited me on stage to sing a little with her. She's such a powerhouse,
Man.
So it was really an honor to be able to look. I'm Beyonce. I don't like sharing my spotlight, but also real talent. And
Yes.
when there's somebody like Adisa on the docket with you, it's just like it's an honor.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, let me pull out all the stops because she ain't finna make me look bad.
Right.
I was like, oh, y'all definitely getting some singing tonight. I got to give y'all something because she gonna come with the fire.
Yes, y'all both definitely blessed the room, and all the other the more amateur acts who came through. Y'all definitely inspired me to get on stage. I got on stage. What was it, like 2-3 weeks later?
2 weeks later.
Yeah. I was like, I'll write something, man.
And you did great too.
Thank you.
Did great too.
Thank you.
You know, it's always a fun time to hear people come out of their shell, people who haven't really shared their poetry. I love it. Like, bring the stuff out of the notebooks because there's a lot of people who have a whole lot of creativity. There's a lot of people who write a lot of poetry, but they keep it in their room in a notebook somewhere, and it never gets a chance to see the light of day. So I love it when people kind of step out and share a little piece of themselves with us. Like,
yes.
Yeah, I love that.
I love to, like, literally taking you to a whole nother place.
Yeah.
As they're speaking. It's so dope. It's like when you see like the page in a book, but there were no pages, but you can see it in your mind. Like,
Right.
It was so many different topics that people chose to use as their muse per se. So I just thought it was dope. It was a young lady who went up there and a guy that went up there, and they were talking about he was talking about he just wanted to like sleep with her or something, and she was like, you weren't worth it, and it was like, I remember that, like, I'll never forget that. Yeah.
He made one and then she came back the next week.
Yes. I was not expecting it, and it was like,
dope.
wow, they really doing their thing with like topics that you just wouldn't expect. So that was amazing.
Yeah, and that was a really fascinating night too because I believe you're talking about My Poetry Speaks, and what's the name of that piece? I think it's called like No Disrespect or something like that.
Okay.
And he very, very politely, very cordially
Yes.
requests fellatio.
He does.
And
It was like,
Um,
whoa.
My poetry speaks always be on one though. I swear he do. I be like, bro. I love him though because he be talking
Yes.
raw, unfiltered.
Yes, that's
straight
what I
out.
liked. I was like,
Yeah,
wow, like they
yeah.
really taking this wherever they want to take it,
Yeah.
which I love.
But the cool part is there's a couple of people with response
Yeah.
poems to that piece.
Okay.
So like it's been interesting to watch people go home and then come back like I got something for that. Like you out here inspiring people.
response.
You out here inspiring people in the funniest of ways. I love it.
I
Like,
love it.
It's the artistry though. It's the energy that we get off of each other. Like one creative inspiring another. Like you never know what you might do that might inspire the next artist. Like there's been some times where I've gone to poetry night, I've been incredibly vulnerable about things that have happened in my life, and people have been inspired to be vulnerable in their own ways.
Yeah.
Not necessarily about the same topics as me, but you know, just things that they haven't really shared with anybody. So like it could get really like difficult to reach inside of yourself and share that with people on a stage. Like you never know how to be received, if it will be received. But then for somebody to come back like the next week or a couple of weeks later and be like, oh, I saw you at the open mic, or I heard this and I was inspired to write this. And sometimes they'll share it with you privately. Sometimes they'll share it, you know, on stage publicly. So like, I love the community and the camaraderie around just the art of words.
Yeah. Well, what got you into it? Like, I know me and you talked briefly on the sidelines about therapeutic things, and obviously that's one of your things.
Yeah.
What got you so inspired to even join the community and get on that stage and let it all out?
Well, I started seriously writing poetry when I was in undergrad. So I was 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
A friend of mine started a poetry club on campus, and I just went to support her in the creation of this group because it was something brand new. Our college was really really encouraging for people to create things, create clubs and stuff if it didn't exist. And so we didn't have a poetry club. She created it, and I just came to support. And then I started writing, and I found out I was actually good at it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I graduated, and I pretty much put poetry down. Like there's a couple of pieces that I would recite around the house and I would write here and there, but I pretty much put it down for like a decade or more.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I want to say a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years almost ago, a friend of mine was hosting his own poetry set and was like, you should come out. I came out. I met My Poetry Speaks and Darling Nikki that night, and they were like, you should come to Food for Thought. We come there every Tuesday. Like the people will love you. Like you should come and share your work. And from there, it just I came, I shared my work, and like as I shared some of the old poems I had, like some of it is cool and kind of like I think I'm a rapper someday, so I'll be like in my pocket.
That's dope though.
But like after a while of doing that, and you know, people like the catchy stuff, I felt like I was being too shallow.
Okay, just on the
work.
surface.
Yeah, I mean, because it's cool. Wordplay and rhyme, like it's cool, but like
you want to dig deeper.
It
and be more vulnerable.
It didn't really mean anything.
Yeah,
it was just you know, and I love a good poem or a good song that don't mean nothing. Like I said, I'll put my name in a poem on any given day because if Jay-Z and Snoop Dogg can do it, I can do it too.
Period. That's true.
That part.
But those poems don't usually mean much about much. And so I was like, well, I want to dig deeper. And I'm not the black activist. Like that's just, I'll go march, I'll go stand up. But like, that's just not where my passion is with my work. So I just decided to start telling my story more and expressing myself that way and just getting vulnerable about the stuff I don't want to talk about. But was discovering as I'm listening to other people's poetry, they tap dancing on my wounds. And so I'm like, I got to do something with this energy after these poetry sets, when people are coming in talking about domestic violence and sexual assault and talking about all of these different things that I've either experienced or been witness to in my own life. So it's like, okay, I can keep coming up with this rapidy tap 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 stuff that's fun. I'll still do it. I just wrote another piece like that the other day. But I was like, there's more, and I got to share it because I got to do something with this energy. So people were inspiring me and triggering me all at the same time.
Wow.
and it turned into, well, I guess God is leading me to talk about it. So let me talk about it. And it's like every time I've talked about something sensitive, it's been met with so much love that, it kind of curbs the pain of it. Has it been easy? No, there's some times where I've shared some things on the mic, and then for like the next couple weeks, I could tell I was not okay because it just ripped everything open.
Yeah.
But you navigate through that. I said a couple weeks. I ain't say forever.
Yeah. Well, I think that you're just brave. You are brave, girl. And that's truly inspiring. Like, seriously, you two. Y'all both brave as hell. Y'all both inspire me. Tika gets on the stage, does her comedy sets, and it don't look like she's nervous at all. And I can tell.
I be nervous every damn time. I be shaking like a leaf on a tree, baby. I be like, ooh, I don't know if they gonna like this. But you know what? I've gotten to the point where, like, I am who I am. Like, whether you like me or not, like, I can't change me. Like, this is me. Like, so when I get the chance to really express myself and talk to the people, like, that's my therapy. Like, I get it off my chest. I'm not holding on and harboring it. And then the fact that y'all can laugh at the shit, and then I can laugh at it too.
Yeah.
Now I'm not taking it so hard. Like, it's funny. Don't take life so serious. Relax. Y'all so sensitive.
Yeah.
Stop being so damn sensitive.
I am sensitive. That's where the art comes from.
Lord.
You put it all out there.
But like you said, like, it's just nice to be able to just get it out and get it off your chest, man. Because sometimes we hold on to stuff so hard and we don't realize that we holding on to it till we say it. So it's just like, it's better to just say it and be like, oh, okay, I said it.
Yeah, I got it out there.
It's out there. Like,
did they receive it? Did they not receive it?
Right.
Regardless, I got it out of me.
Right.
How I needed to.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that.
That's what it is for me. Like, listen. Bye-bye. I'm trying to tell these people, like, listen, the way these boobies be sweating.
That's crazy.
That's what was rolling down. I was like, Jesus.
You know what? One of the things that I noticed too, that's quite common in creatives is that we've all experienced some type of trauma. And we're all looking for a way to navigate through the trauma by creating different outlets and different things and finding different methods of coping.
Yeah.
Which says a lot about us. It says we are emotionally aware of ourselves, which a lot of people don't have. They will harbor those feelings. They will project those feelings.
Yeah.
They don't seek any type of therapy. They don't do anything to take care of that pain. They just put it on the others. The thing that I love about what both of you do is when you put it out in the universe, everybody receives it the way that it needs to be. Like, I have yet to see anybody say, "Oh, that was a bad poem." You know what I mean? Or I didn't like that joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's relatable and it helps other people get through whatever it is that they're going through as well.
Right.
So that's kind of why we're here today too, is just to kind of talk about like therapy and things that are therapeutic for us. I love that when I brought the topic to Mo, she was like, let's talk about the differences. And I was like, yeah, I think that's a valid point. Because some people go get therapy and then some people go do therapy, but then they also have things that they do that are therapeutic.
Yeah.
And unless you actually kind of do some research on those things, it can seem like it's the same thing. So Mo, what are you thinking about this topic?
When it comes to things that are therapy and therapeutic, first of all, there is a great overlap, or at least in my opinion. to be honest, in the very first class I took in grad school, one of my professors asked us, "What is therapy?"
Mm-hmm.
And we sat around and we talked about it for a while, because therapy can be a lot of things. But
Yeah.
when I think about the separation between what is therapy and what is therapeutic, it is a matter of therapy is a little bit more goal directed, is a little bit more structured, is a little, are provided with feedback. It
Mhm.
is something that is helping guide you along this healing process. Whereas things that are therapeutic support that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it helps with whatever it is that you're working on trying to heal. It will provide outlets, provide comfort, provide support,
Absolutely.
in addition to the actual formal therapy itself. Like if you hurt yourself and you go to physical therapy, that person in there got you on special apparatuses, they stretching you a certain kind of way, they're using their professional skills and knowledge and telling you specific things to do.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you hurt yourself, you choose not to go to the doctor and you just want to walk it out around the block. I mean, it might work.
That's it. It's gonna hurt though.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
It might work. I'm not saying it won't work. It's
Yeah.
just not necessarily gonna give you the specific tools that you need to get there more directly, because it is it's a supplementary thing.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And so for so long we really haven't had access to like adequate therapy. Psychology is a young profession
Mhm.
compared to a lot of other things. It's like a lot of stuff we know has been known within the last 50 to 100 years. That ain't no time compared
right.
to other stuff.
Right.
And so, and then on top of that, the history of really a lot of the research is being based on white males, which it just is the truth of it. When you have white males running this research, they're going to research on themselves. And so that puts women, that puts people of color who don't necessarily have the same social structure. We don't necessarily respond to the same tools the same way. Outside of that, not having access, not having people in the field of therapy, like traditional therapy, that look like us, we don't go, but we've found our outlets in other ways.
Yeah.
Through music, through comedy, through poetry, through different avenues of self-expression, through physical expression, dance, and all kind of stuff like that. So, you know, therapy is a little bit more structured, a little bit more guided, a lot more informed. Therapy is informed. Things that are therapeutic really support the whole process of you developing, because as a therapist, I'm a therapist in my professional life. A lot of what I talk about is helping people find things that are therapeutic in their regular lives that they can do, so that the things that we're talking about and developing are sustainable.
Right.
You know, if you're lonely, you got low self-esteem, I'm gonna help you figure out how to go out and get some friends.
Go out and get some friends.
Get some friends, do some
need
things
friends.
that make you feel useful
Do
in the
some
world.
Yes. Yes.
And then when you do that, then you know you're not talking to me about how your self-esteem is low, because you out here having a ball in life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you had to come to therapy so we can identify what was going on with you, come up with a plan, and then you go execute the plan
Mhm.
Right.
with all your therapeutic activities.
Right.
So would you say that most people need therapy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you don't believe that you need therapy, first of all of us just went through a global pandemic.
We did.
Yeah.
We was all just locked in our houses for minimum 2 years.
Yes.
That was
Um,
wild.
That was crazy.
And that is something that the human condition is not supposed to go through.
Exactly.
Right.
And so if you weren't crazy before, something got to be wrong with you now.
It's the aftermath.
No, but you know,
aftershock.
life is hard.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you need somebody outside of your circles to talk to about it. But I would say not everybody needs therapy, because some people actually have, you know, enough of a support system, enough of a village to get everything that they would get out of therapy from the people around them. Some people really do have a person that's got wisdom that would tell them how to navigate things. Some people really do have a confidant that won't tell their business and they could talk to. Some people really do have somewhere where they could cry in peace in private. Like, some people really do have all of those things and they use them.
So do you think that just being able to express yourself emotionally, being able to sit in that emotion and take, you know, like look at it head on and then move past it,
Like processing.
Yeah, like doing that. Like, is that enough for me to now I'm just engaging in different therapeutic activities and they are supporting me. They are making me feel better. I'm not thinking about my trauma. I'm not lashing out. I'm not hurting anyone. Um, do you think that that could be like a basis or like something that
You're functioning? That's
Okay.
what that sounds like. It sounds
Okay.
like you're functioning. So you don't need you don't need to you don't need to get your car fixed when there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay. Okay.
You know, if is running, speeding up, slowing down, all four wheels are inflated, no lights on.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to take it to the repair shop.
Speaking of lights on, all the lights on my dash is on right now. So if anybody out there can help a sister out,
I got a couple of them too.
listen.
Yo ass.
I'm just saying. Hit me after this.
Yo ass.
Continue.
Number 414.
Continue.
Hey, so we got some viewers, guys. Okay. Ruthia said, hey, Ruthia. Hello,
Ruthia the
Savannah.
model. Yes. Hey, Savannah.
Janelle.
Yeah, Janelle.
Oh,
Hey,
Janelle. She said she
so
is so proud of you and
love
loves you.
Mom.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Big love to you, girl. We don't know you, but we'll meet you at some point.
Of course.
Kiana, hey, girl.
Hey, Kiana.
Sending hearts to all you ladies.
Love
Thank you
you,
so
Key.
much. We
Key,
appreciate
Key.
y'all tapping
Do you
in with
love
us.
me?
Oh, hi, Musa.
Musa.
Hearts, girl.
Musa, shout out to you, babes, because I just heard your song
Yes.
like the other day. I was like, come with it, Musa.
Musa, we got to get you on the show.
Yeah.
She
dropping
does.
gems, yo.
What's up? We got funny ass up top, Jermaine. Let's go.
What's going down?
I was just on his show
Right now?
recently.
Yes. That episode was funny, too.
You
I
want to know
watched
what?
it.
Thank you.
It
Thank
was
you.
hilarious.
He was asking me some questions. Well, so he showed me these questions, and some of them I'm like, ooh, that could be triggering.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what if I don't want to answer all the questions or all the topics?
Hey, Jasmine.
But it went really good, it went really good. One of the questions was like, what is something that you would do to change someone in your family or a family member?
That's a deep one.
Yeah, that one was deep. That one was really deep. That was super deep. That's why I was asking you that question, Mo, because you can be functioning and then out of blue, something can just kind of like send a memory or send you down memory lane. And I'm like, dang, is that, because people use stuff so loosely. Me and Savannah were talking and she was like, people use triggered way too much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if they're really triggered or if they're just saying that, or people use narcissistic way too much. Really, it's just no accountability, like it's different things that people use. So it's like, how do people know if they just, if they are functioning or when that moment of, if it is a trigger or if that memory is there, how does a person know, like, this? Because if I go into a depression, does that mean I'm spiraling out? You know what I mean? Like, some people have depression, some people suffer from anxiety and things like that too. So it's like, do you really? That's the thing. I think
it's like, do I need to go in and see somebody?
Yeah, do I need to see somebody, or am I okay? And it's okay that I'm feeling these feelings again, and I'm gonna get through it. Like, but if it happens all the time,
it's really a matter of knowing yourself.
Okay.
Knowing yourself, getting in tune with yourself. Are you really functioning or are you getting by?
Mhm.
Some of us are getting by and we are not functioning as well as we think we are.
That's true.
And we're human beings. Like, your feelings feel.
Mhm.
You're gonna have emotions about different things. It's okay if something happens and I pull my tools out and they're working. I may or may not need to go and sit down and talk to my therapist about it if all my tools are working. Like, but if they're not, or if I know already about myself, like, we have to remember that mental health is just like your regular health. Okay, I cut my finger. I got some peroxide and some Band-Aids at the house. I take care of that. At a certain point, though, if it start turning colors or if the cut's too deep, I got to go get a professional to look at this.
Right.
And so it's the same thing when it comes to your mental health. It's like, okay, I'm pulling out my tools and doing what I can do to do some my self remedy. But at a certain point, I might need a professional to help me out with this, to navigate through this. And having something like depression or anxiety it's like akin to having like a chronic illness. Like if you know that you have this, if this goes on with you, you got to be aware of what it looks like when your depression flares up, or what it looks like when your anxiety flares up. Just like if you had like our friend Savannah lupus, and you got to know what your flare-ups look like for that, what triggers you
Right.
to go into these situations, and so that you can navigate with or around those things. And if you know that, all right, I slide into depression, this is what it looks like. It's not looking like I'm about to get myself out of this. Let me go see my professional. It can be very difficult when you have a cloudy brain due to depression or anxiety. But like I said, you got to treat it like a chronic illness if you know you got that going on, if you're prone to it, and to attend to it as best as you can and give yourself grace. You know, therapy can be expensive. It's not always easily accessible. Everybody's therapist ain't the greatest, just like everybody's doctor ain't the greatest.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But when we approach it like this, like you are unwell in your head, at a certain point, if your home remedies are not working, it's time to reach out and see a professional. And you really be honest with yourself in that journey, so that you can just be like, all right, look, let me go talk to this lady.
Right. That's just like that's just like these handymen out here. These men try to be handyman and they know they can't fix it. Like, I got it, babe. I got it. Let me get my screwdriver and some duct tape. No, sir, that's not gonna work. We need to get a professional in here to do the job right.
Right.
So it's kind of like that same situation. Like, just for yourselves, just be more aware of like your capabilities when it comes to your mental health. Like, if you know for a fact that like sitting down and talking about it is going to be like a little small patchwork, but you know that the problem is bigger than that, it's okay to go seek help. Like,
don't put a band-aid on it.
Don't put a band-aid on that. Like, it's like putting a band-aid on a hole in your ceiling.
Right.
What is that going to do for you?
That's going to leak and
like, what did you like? So just really just be more self-aware about your wounds. Like, because some of them are still as wide as you wouldn't think they are, but they still there. So,
and it's okay to try more than one thing too, or see more than one therapist, or have a consultation with more than one.
Yes,
because sometimes people just take what they can get, and then they like, and then they let it impact them for the future. It's like,
they do.
Don't let that be a bad thing.
You go to 1 or 2 therapy sessions, that don't work.
Yeah.
You didn't tell them nothing about what's going on with you.
Right.
You sat on them people's couches for an hour and said, I'm fine.
That part.
Right. That's not going to get you nowhere.
Right. If you could give that nigga 17 chances, I'm going to need you to give the therapist that same amount.
Give me about 3 sessions. Give me about 3. Matter of fact, give me a half a session. I'll prove myself to you.
That's all I'm saying.
Give me 3
I love
solid
that.
ones. You'll see where I'm going, or you'll quit by the end, because some people can't take me.
Well, tell us a little bit about like some of the services you offer, and
because I'm
intrigued. I'm very intrigued.
Same here.
Well, I'm just a regular mental health counselor, so I deal with people mostly with depression, anxiety, trauma. I deal mostly with. I have a couple of teenagers on my roster, but I deal mostly with adults.
Okay.
A lot of people who are in families, a lot of people who are very spiritual end up finding their ways to me.
I love that.
We end up finding our way to each other. So I don't report myself to do anything particularly specialized other than bring myself and my personality to it. So I'm very empathic, so I spend a lot of my time just mirroring my people so that I can meet them where they are.
Okay.
And
I love it.
If they goofy, then we cracking jokes the whole time. If they're a little bit more uptight, I'm spending my whole time kind of just breathing and being relaxed for them. And I hold people accountable to the changes that they say they want to make.
That's deep. Yes. They need that.
I mean, that's the whole point of the service, though. It's like there are times in which people need compassion and kindness, and I give that. I had a client come in, and they were, as soon as they walked in, I was like, what? They were like, I don't even want to tell you. And I just repositioned myself in my chair, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to meet you with kindness today, because normally I rip you one when you come in here talking crazy, but I feel like you've probably already beat yourself up enough for the last, how many days ago did you do that?
Yeah.
5 days? Yeah, you've already beat yourself up enough. So I'm going to meet you with some kindness because you need it.
Yeah.
But you do this again.
That part. For real.
I'm going to be on the couch like Prince. Now, sis. I know, but but they love that about me because I'm going to be honest with them. I'm going to be upfront with them. I'm going to be real with them. And if I end up saying stuff that people in their regular life is saying, I'm like, so when is you gonna listen to any of us?
Yeah.
Right.
But
it's like, what's the common denominator here? Like, what's the problem?
Everybody's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Friend. Let's get it together.
Yeah.
But I love to have a good time because a lot of what we talk about is so serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people have really been through some ugly things. Like, people have really done some ugly things to themselves. People want to actively do some ugly things to themselves. And I have to sit with them when they are depressed, when they lose family members, when they're actively suicidal.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta sit with them with that.
Yeah.
And so on the days where those things aren't as heavy, or shoot, sometimes even on those days when those things are heavy, we cracking jokes.
Yeah.
We laughing. We're coming up with homework that they can do that is reasonable. They telling me about how they didn't do their homework.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and or they're telling me about how they did do it and they're very proud of themselves. And we watch the evolution, and I travel with people on their own accord. But you say you want a thing, I'm gonna help you do it. You change your mind about it, I'm gonna help you do that.
Yeah.
You change it back, I'm gonna ask you why you keep changing your mind so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna support you whichever way this thing goes, because at the end of the day, it is your life to live.
Mm-hmm.
I love on my people for 55 minutes at a time, and then I release them back into their lives until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
Okay, so I'm gonna need
Even
your
just how
rates.
you say that is just like,
Unfortunately,
that part, like so peaceful.
Yeah, even just how
that's
you
how
said
it
it.
be, though. Like,
Yeah.
people need compassion, people need soothing, people need accountability, people need different things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I try to be those things that they need so they can get where they're supposed to go. And I don't know, I'm an experience that people are passing through.
I feel like God blesses us all with a superpower. Like, you have great listening skills. Obviously, because people can talk to you and tell you some of their deepest, darkest things. You can hear them, but you're also giving back into them. You're pouring into them. And helping them understand what they need to do next for themselves. Not because you said so, but because this is what's going to be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And just encouraging them that, you know, it's okay. You know what I mean? So how does someone who has that capability and that skill and that blessing, because it's a blessing, would you say that sometimes it's also a curse?
Oh,
Because yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We had, and I want to thank you so much, Mo, because you've come to 2 shows so far for the panel podcast group.
Yes.
And you offered both times some really great responses and answers and
Yes.
tips, gems. That was very, very helpful for us on the team and also people in the audience.
Yeah.
Ruthia had mentioned in the last show that people should be able to bleed on others, especially if they're your friends or your family member. And we didn't get to dive into it too deep on the show. It was kind of at the end.
Yeah.
But people bleed on you all the time.
Yeah.
Tell me how you handle the bleeding.
That sounds messy.
Man, I gotta know.
That sounds like an emotional mess.
Just like the hospital, I come in with my hazmat suit on. Like, you, it's a lot. It is. You mentioned it's a gift and a curse. The curse side about it is that I have to remember to turn it off for the people who don't want it. I meet people in my life sometimes that I'm like, ooh, 3 sessions, come sit on my couch. I can fix so much, but that's not my place. I literally, like, ethically cannot treat people I know. So sorry, guys.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
But apparently I need to start some sort of other mentoring situation because people do want to hear from me. But
yeah. Well, could you do like a healing conference or like something where you just like, we could do a ladies' night.
It's a division.
Hey, we're gonna get do it with a ladies' night.
You know what?
That part.
Hey,
put a pin in that.
Let's put a pin in that.
Because a ladies' night I can make happen. A conference
I would love
is a
it.
division, but a ladies' night I can make happen.
I'm there.
Unfortunately, I won't be there.
Tone, you can come and serve the drinks.
Oh my God.
I don't want. No, when y'all bonding, I am not going to be.
We've been talking about bonding a lot lately.
Yeah, we have.
And I just always say that, like, it's important for us to like just take a moment and put everything else, all the work, all the other stuff that we do for other people, and like let's just
Yeah.
focus on ourselves individually, and let's like build relationships with other women,
Yeah.
because we really can help each other so much. Like
Yeah.
we got more in common than people realize, because people don't actually get the chance to take time and sit down and talk. Everybody's running, go, got stuff going on.
Mhm.
We don't connect.
Yeah.
But you asked about letting people bleed on me.
Yes.
Number one, that was brought up from a concept that came from one of Brene Brown's books about vulnerability. Judge brought that up. I read that book. I like that book. Brene Brown she the truth. White
Nice.
lady, the truth. And it wasn't about being expressively vulnerable to your friends. It was about like that bleeding comment was about releasing hazardly
Okay.
on other people.
Mm-hmm.
When people come into my office, they're not releasing on me in a hazardous way.
That's good.
Because they're coming into a space where that's the expectation. And so when I come into situations where that's the expectation, I arrive mentally prepared.
Mm-hmm. So that's number one.
Right. Number one, I know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm gonna hear while I'm here, but I know why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So being a person of God, being a spiritual person myself, I pray over my office every day when I come in. It's a practice that I started a while ago, and I need it because it helps me be more inspired when I talk to the people. It helps me be more centered when I come in the office. It helps me take off whatever I was doing before that and get locked into what I came to do.
Yes.
And I cleanse myself between each client. Like if I just got to wipe my hands clean like that, or if I got to go to the bathroom, I take off their energy and put back on or clear the space. But really it's about the mentality of knowing why I'm here. And so I'm mentally prepared. I brace myself for that. Before doing this, I worked in social services. I worked in the foster care world. And so there was a lot of stuff that I had to just release or not take home with me at the end of the day. And so the creative stuff helps with that. Riding home in your car and listening to the music real loud and sitting outside for another 15 minutes.
Man.
It helps.
Please tell my man that is not weird.
It's not weird.
Because I do that a lot. I'll just sit in the car.
I really think all women do that.
We sit in the car outside in the parking lot, and we will just listen to the rest of that song.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple more after that.
Yeah.
Okay, shoot. So that's therapeutic for me.
Right.
Yeah, I got to before I go in the house.
Especially if you got kids.
Yes.
Right. Oh, because you got to go back to work when you go inside.
That part.
So yeah, so it's really taking care of my own mental health is top tier. And I had a coworker who commended me on some of my self-care because she pointed to her chest and was like, you don't take care of yourself, you're gonna have a triple bypass. Now she been in this industry probably longer than I've been alive. And so to get that from her to be like, take care of yourself.
You needed to hear it.
You might not make it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna put on too much. It makes me feel less guilty when I just have to leave people to their own devices. Like I said, I care about these people that I work with incredibly for 55 minutes. I always go over sessions so longer, but I care so much about them while I'm working with them. And when I close the computer or they leave my office and I write up the note about whatever it is we talked about,
it's over.
It's on you now.
Yeah.
It's on you. Good, bad, ugly, until we meet again.
It has to be different for you too, though, when it's adults and when it's children.
I don't work a lot with young teens.
Okay.
Because I interned with children, and children are harder because it's not the kids' fault. Yeah,
and their brain still developing.
Everybody's brain still developing until 25.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the kids, the stuff that's going on with them is neither their fault nor within their control. And so if you don't have active participation with the parents, there's only so much that you can do with the kid. It's a whole lot of seed planting.
Right.
And I'd rather work with parents or the whole family and get that stabilized so that these kids have a better environment to grow up in, and then they won't have so many issues.
I'm about to clap.
That's the truth. I mean, it's if somebody is loving on you, you're not lashing out as much. If somebody is paying attention to you, caring for you, you're not having some of these problems. If you're a parent that understands child development a little bit better, you're not lashing out on your kids so much for them being kids.
Right.
Yeah.
If you learn emotional regulation, you can teach your kids emotional regulation, and everybody in the house can have a more peaceful experience. They talk crazy about these parents who are attempting gentle parenting. Well, too many of us make jokes about having our head knocked between the washer and dryer.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Or getting dropped on your head when you was a baby.
Getting kicked down the stairs in the chest.
So crazy.
Listen.
Yeah, you
Getting locked out the house. Like,
yes, and none of it's not even really funny, but for some reason I'm laughing.
People.
Baby, listen.
Right, yes. You're right though. Do you think that's how they like laugh it off or
Yes, we therapy our way through it. We make it therapeutic by turning it to humor because it don't hurt when we laughing.
You notice that in our community, we do that a lot. I'll see something very traumatic and very sad on social media, and the next day it's a skit.
We so unserious.
Yeah.
You think we can make it through slavery being serious?
Man, ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Speaking of that, it's Juneteenth.
Happy Freedom Day.
Happy Juneteenth, y'all.
We made it out.
Yes.
That part.
No, but like,
Ain't no way.
I agree.
Ain't no way.
I love this. I really do. This is so good. This is a great conversation. I think
it is.
Being unserious is my favorite form of therapy because it's it's too stuffy in here.
You know what? Some people tell me I have very dark humor. Like, I don't try to, but some stuff I can make it can be funny to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm also very sensitive and I cry during movies. Like
I cry during movies.
The sensitive people are the creative people because we feel everything.
Yeah.
We feel everything, we see everything, and we got to flip it to something. So dark humor, bright humor, like my son has the most like dark, sarcastic humor ever. And I'm like, did you get that from me?
Is this a reflection of myself?
Are you okay though?
Are you okay?
You depressed in here. You open the window.
Let some fresh air in. We got a couple comments here. Somebody said they're there if you do a ladies' night. Mona Marie.
Oh, Renee.
Oh, I think you're gonna have a lot of people participate in that.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have to make it happen. We can make it happen.
Let's make it happen, girl.
We really can, but some individuals.
I'm excited. Oh my God.
You know, I mean, I'd be more apt to do a ladies' night if we could have a little bit of comedic entertainment.
Yes. Ooh, you know who else gonna be in the building?
You know, if she just crack a joke or two, just one or two, you know,
You know I got y'all, man. Y'all know I got y'all. Say less. It is what it is.
Yes. And she dropped Renee Brown. Everybody, y'all heard that name. She is an author. What is the name of the book again?
Brene Brown.
Brene Brown.
Yeah, she's got a ton. She's actually got a series of books about vulnerability and like personal growth type stuff.
I'm glad. What other type of books or authors would you recommend for self-care?
Books and authors. Let's see. I'm not a big book person, but I do recommend some bell hooks.
Okay.
Because you could get into some bell hooks. All About Love is one of my favorite ones. It's a very quick, short read.
Okay.
But I loved it.
Awesome.
And it's one of those I feel like I need to read several times over in my life, and I'll have a different perspective of it each time. So bell hooks, All About Love. But she's got a lot of literature about the Black experience and healing men and women. Like she takes a lot of, she's one of those, like I said, the field of psychology, especially from the Black lens, is so very young. That book's All About Love, I think, was written in like the 80s or 90s or something like that. So it's in the grand scheme of things, it's very new still. The concept of taking all this therapy and applying it to the Black experience. And let's see. The Power of Now is one of my favorite books that I've read. I forget who it's by.
It's okay. I can
Somebody
Google it.
Chinese.
Okay. I'm gonna Google it, and then if multiple books come, I'm gonna be like, "Is this the one?"
Yeah, y'all know. Y'all don't know. Brene Brown.
Brene.
Brene with a B.
B is in Bobby.
B is in Bobby.
Mom said, I'm in the car now, sitting here in the car watching y'all.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
But yeah, but some of the but there are different like influencers that I follow as well. Dr. Hold on, because let me not get these people's names wrong. Raquel Martin, PhD. She's somebody who I follow on Instagram. She's really knowledgeable. One of the things I like about her is that she has a guide on her website that gives you questions you can ask if you're doing a therapeutic consultation.
Okay, I like that. That's helpful.
Yeah. Dr. Tracy Marks is a psychiatrist who I follow. She's a YouTuber mostly.
Okay.
And she gives really good like quality videos on all types of different mental health disorders. And so when I say quality, like they're like somewhere between 8 and 12 minutes, 8 and 15 minutes, like that. So you can really get like your information in a nice bite-sized chunk, and she'll break down things like depression, anxiety, traumas, what a trigger is. Like she breaks down a whole lot of different psychology concepts that I feel like people in the profession and out of the profession can really understand and digest in reasonable size pieces. So that's Dr. Tracy Marks. And then I got ADHD, so there's a bunch of ADHD influencers and stuff I follow most of the time, which is why I can't never remember none. I gotta write it all down.
It is okay.
Yeah, but Tracy Marks, Black woman. Raquel Martin, Black woman.
Yeah.
Doctors in their own right. So I love Bell Hooks, Black woman.
Yeah.
Come on, Black ladies, giving up for the mental health.
Right.
Yes, I am gonna give it up.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm going here and clap.
And of course, Brene Brown is better than she. I got nothing against our pale skinned brothers and sisters.
Yes.
But I'm always push for us. I'm always
absolutely
speak on us and elevate us. First and foremost.
Yes, we do need it, and you are so appreciated. Thank you for coming on today. I really appreciate it, and you too, Tika. I appreciate you bringing your way down here because I love that you bring the laughs. We all goofy in our own right. We all pod.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the things we do that are therapeutic for us. Like, name your top 3 things that you do that helps to get you through the day.
Get you through the day?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we encounter all kind of stuff, especially you encounter things, you in HR, so you dealing with the people.
HR, baby.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna need smack that booty 69 at Gmail. Change your Gmail. Change it today. Right now. You should not have that as your Gmail still.
And not on a resume.
On a resume.
I'm done.
On his resume.
Shame on you.
How you know that ain't his name?
I'm not gonna play with him. I'm not gonna play with
him. What?
Done.
Just
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
But yeah, seriously.
I
want to say my top 3 therapeutic things. I'm very big on neo soul music. Only because, don't get me wrong, like you said, them songs that don't mean nothing, that's cool in the club when you can't control the music.
Yeah.
Play what you gonna play, bro.
Yeah.
Do what you do. Rock out. But no, I really love neo soul music only because it settles my soul. It keeps me grounded.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of the good times. I ain't really gotta be shaking my booty just to enjoy music.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then also it rubs off on my kids. So I love that when they hear this type of music, now they're in tune to oh, I like that song. What's that song, Mine? And it's
feel good music.
It's some 702 or some SWV girl. You like this? They yeah, what's that? So I love that. And then obviously I write jokes all the time. So that's one of my therapeutic outlets.
Yeah.
Writing jokes and actually putting them on paper and saying them out loud just to see how they'll sound coming out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only just to hear myself, but to really pay attention to the things that I'm saying,
Mhm.
or be more aware of the things that I'm saying. So that way I know, like, if I say a certain thing, I could filter it a certain way, or I could present it a certain way. That way it's gonna come out, but it's gonna come out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And then I think my last thing is I'm a weird OCD person. So cleaning is one of my things.
Mhm.
Like, I'm a very, like, I have to be organized. I have to have things put away. Like, I'm that person. So like, when I go in my house and I turn my music on, my playlist, and I just start cleaning, that's like my thing. And then
That's
once I'm
your
done
thing.
cleaning, it's like that candle, baby. Rub them feet together. Put that
Then you
Netflix
be
on. That be my thing right there. So like, it's just, I don't know. I just really feel like a lot of people lack self-care, especially when we be pushing so much in survival mode.
Mhm.
And I noticed when I was going to therapy, my therapist was like, yeah, you've been in survival mode a really long time that you don't even realize you in it.
Wow.
And I had to start breaking stuff down to like really understand, like, I want to do this for myself. I want to do something that's going to relax me and motivate me and make me feel more centered. So those are some of the things that I do besides meditation. I'm real big on meditation, so I try to take at least like 10 to 15 minutes of that, just sit and breathe
Yeah.
for a second, because I forget, like, I don't be breathing. I don't be breathing. So
you start turning blue, then you be like,
baby, I be holding my breath, honey. Like, okay, all right, we can get back to it. But no, like, yeah, it be real. So like, I love that. Now that I know and I'm more self-aware of myself, and I'm able to take this time out to be into my self-care and on my healing journey after my 10-year relationship, it was nice to be able to refocus that energy on myself, because I was so busy, survival mode, and always being the one to like do everything.
Yeah.
So like, being able to take that time back and refocus my energy, I love it. It's just like,
I love it too.
I got to.
I love it too, girl.
So that's all for me.
Awesome. I appreciate you sharing it. What about you, hon?
3 things I do on a regular to take care of myself.
Yeah. That you find therapeutic.
That I find therapeutic.
Mhm.
I'm redefining that for myself right now. Because I'm growing and I'm changing, and I'm discovering that I need different stuff than I thought I needed before. I do a lot of journaling, like, because I got a lot of thoughts and they got to get out. So I got journals on journals on journals of just me just getting things in order in my head, or at least getting them out of my head. So I'll do a lot of journaling, prayer, of course. I love to listen to music. I'm a music person. Like, the music could take me away.
Yes.
So
whether it take me up and I'm in my room, I be in the club, in my room, in the kitchen,
dancing around.
I be in the club. Like, so when I go out, people like, where all that come from? I'm like, I be doing this in my room. Mind your business. You play that song, I'll be listening to.
Right.
This is my jam.
Right.
That's so funny.
But I'm an artist of a variety of types. So, some days it comes out in the poetry. Some days I don't have words and I paint.
I love that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's my daughter.
I'm not good at painting.
Some days I can't. Sometimes I can't do either one of them things. I got to compile because it's got to come out of my mouth. So I'm an artist of a variety, and so I'll tap into one of those things. So
I love it.
Yeah, that's a lot that I do. But right now I'm kind of redefining and rechanging things.
I love that.
One of the things because I haven't been spending enough time at home. I've been going out a lot. And I got to get that back in balance, because I used to be in the house all the time.
When you like, let me get outside.
Now I'm like, let me get outside. Now I'll be outside. So
you like, okay, where's the balance?
Like, now I got to come back in the house. And so, and I realize sometimes I don't want to be in the house, because I'm like, I don't be here. My room messy. I don't be here. And so I was like, I have to return back to my home is my sanctuary. My room is my oasis. And then I did that. I was like, ooh, this room is not an oasis. And so right now I'm like literally in the midst of, how do I turn my bedroom into an oasis?
I'm going home to figure that out too.
Right. So when I come
let's
home,
figure that out.
Right,
I'm with you.
It's just
I
like
need a plant.
I got you. And I'm discovering I got to take a lot of stuff out of my room. I got to take a lot of work related stuff out of my room.
That'll do it.
That will do it.
It's work related stuff that crept in there and I didn't even realize. But even like my arts and crafts projects and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
there's some of them that are put up on my shelf, but they need to be out of my room.
I hear you.
Because that's where, if I want to bring it back into my room as a relaxation activity, I can. But with it sitting there incomplete somewhere in limbo, it's a task that's not done. You don't have incomplete tasks in your oasis.
You right about that.
Yeah.
You gotta move that.
You right about that.
So it's a lot of stuff that has to get thrown away. It's a lot of stuff that has to get given away. A lot of stuff that just needs to move. And so,
what if we do that at the ladies' night? Everybody brings an item that they could give away. We would exchange it, and it would be an item to help create that oasis in your space.
I love that.
Let's do that.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Crystals or a candle or
I love that.
something.
Oh, I'm with that.
Okay. Ooh, let's help everybody create that oasis.
I like that.
I'm excited. We're making magic.
That was an amazing idea, Kendra.
Yes, I'm excited.
She be coming up with some dope ideas. Kendra always got some dope ideas.
Hey, but y'all inspiring the ideas. You know what I mean? Like, this is why it's important. That's why I'm like, Black women together, man, it's so much we can do. We are so much stronger as a unit. Like,
yeah.
And then when we start talking about these things, these are serious things. Instead of always feeling like we need to hold our head up high, we need to always be strong. Nobody needs to see us in pain. Nobody needs to make us feel unbothered is the term. It's okay that I'm bothered. I'm bothered right now.
Big bothered.
Yeah. It's okay.
I'm looking unbothered.
Yes.
People be getting away with stuff because I be unbothered. I'm bothered and you bothered me.
You bothered me.
And that's okay.
I was bothered
till you came and ruined that.
Oh my God.
Yes. And we got a couple more comments. She said, I would love to read those books. This is Savannah. Can you please drop the titles? We're going to put it in the chat when we're done. She did drop them. You probably said that a minute ago.
I love
but if you didn't catch it, we can go ahead and add those. Yes.
Love to sit in the quiet. I love to watch Home Alone.
Yes, I remember Savannah saying she likes to watch Home Alone. That's one of her favorite movies. She said, Lord, shame on him. That's dope.
Oh, Mr. Email.
Oh, yes, Mr. Email. So what was the email again?
Smack That Booty 69.
I'm done. That's crazy. I'm done. His name is Smack That. That's his name.
Smack That 69. That's what he said.
Mona says, see, that's why you on this podcast. Dope idea.
Yeah.
And
I love Home Alone.
She love Home Alone too.
It's one of the classics.
I love this, y'all.
We gonna get this ladies' night going.
We definitely is. This
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We got to.
Yes.
I think that'll be dope.
Yeah.
And I feel like that'll be traditional at some point.
Yeah.
Watch. Because we speaking it out loud.
Hey,
it's gonna happen.
That is bad.
Let's make it happen.
We're gonna make it happen.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah. And it's got to be hosted by you. You got to host it.
Absolutely. But
look, now he coming.
Now he coming.
He wasn't coming earlier. Now he coming.
I'm stuck between two worlds at one time. I'm sorry. There's only one tone. Even though he's everywhere, he's also never there too. So
also never there.
Yo, that's funny. I'll say my three things. We were talking about three things that we do that we consider therapeutic every day.
And funny part was that's what we were actually talking about out there.
That's so funny.
Yeah, because we support even when we hear, but that's what we were having a conversation about, and it turned into let me tell you something. Became a sharing moment.
Hey, so you know what? I love that. See, these things open those type of doors.
Yeah, so it became a sharing. Plus, we came up with the topic for the next panel show.
Okay.
So, you want my three things that I do?
Yeah, give me your three things. I'll go last.
Music is life.
Yes.
Everybody said music.
I want a tattoo
because music is an open expression for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There is a song for whatever mood you are in.
It is.
If you want to be super down, depressed, play Juice WRLD. If you want to get over a breakup, play Sam Smith. If you want to be a trill ass nigga, go get some Jeezy. There's a music for everything.
And everybody can be anything they want to be in music.
You want to in that moment. So if people at work got you fucked up, turn on some Kevin Gates. You're gonna get active.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get active. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a point in time the whole world turned on hustling by Rick Ross.
Yes,
Hustling,
hustling,
hustling.
I'm
You
ready to
could have
walk in
just
slow-mo
lost
right
your
now.
you could have just lost your job and you will go out to the car and you turn that on and say, all right, fuck this job. I'm gonna go out here and we gonna make it happen.
You're right, though.
Music will change your mood. It all depends on if you want to be sad, you want to be happy, you want to be in love, you want to be depressed, you want to be suicidal. Whatever you want to be, there's a music that can help you get in that space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's times I got songs that make me feel like a happy little white girl. Don't tell nobody I said that though, but I got them songs too.
I'm done with you.
Because you know,
Play anything
white
Taylor Swift.
white
Wow.
women privilege is something everybody needs to experience.
Da-na-na-na-na-na, and I need you.
Right.
That song forever will put you there.
Right.
I promise.
Swear. Okay. That's number one.
That's good.
I'm not gonna lie, podcasting was therapeutic for me, which is why I'm so adamant about making sure it's therapeutic for anybody I sit down with.
Mhm.
Anybody who's ever pod with me, and both of you ladies can contest to this, we have sessions before and after. Okay.
Mhm.
True.
Mhm.
You can come in here and you can talk about how to make the perfect lima bean, but before we have that conversation, we gonna get some emotional shit out of our systems.
Mhm.
You know, we gonna have that conversation. We gonna talk about what's making your day. Mo has walked in to do a podcast and her mood is shitty as fucking. Before we get on air, I damn sure make sure she's in a happy, positive place so she can give whatever message she gonna do. Because it's therapeutic. It works. It makes me feel better. It gets me where I need to be at. And then the third one, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's friends.
Mhm.
Being around people, we figured out that laughter is the biggest happiness. Okay. So if you got good, happy, positive people around you who's going to be honest with you, who's going to respect your boundaries and everything that you're going on in regards to it and tell you exactly how you is, you should never have a bad day.
Yeah.
If your
Yeah.
peoples know you, you should be able to walk in the room and they can be like, this nigga is having a fucked up day. Nigga, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's
Like,
noticeable.
You know, do something to make you laugh. Talk about some things. Just bring whatever. Happiness comes from your friends and your families if they understand who you are.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you combine music, podcasting, and your friends, nigga,
Right.
okay?
Recipe for happiness.
Nigga, and a little tequila.
Yeah.
And a little tequila.
And a little
Or
tequila.
a little wine.
Just a little bit, because, you know, you don't want to use, you know, vices as
No.
your
Right.
therapy.
Right.
Exactly.
'Cause
Right.
It has an adverse effect on the back end.
Just
But
adds to the spice.
you just put a little bit on it. It's like,
Spice
like
to life.
adding a little salt on it. You know,
Yeah.
don't let it be the reason why.
Yeah.
you're
A
there.
little
Just-
sprinkle like this. Little sprinkle.
Yeah.
But no,
definitely.
those are my big three things I can honestly say is my therapy. And then there's video games, but I
Yeah.
ain't got time for that no more. Shit, panel got me running crazy. I ain't on my PlayStation in a minute, and I got 2 of them now. So that's wild.
That's
Yeah, it
wild.
is
That's
wild.
word.
It's very get out my vocabulary, fam. You've been hanging around me too much because you
That
talk
nasty
like
word
me
term
now.
got me. I was like, what is this? Then I heard everybody saying it. I'm
You
like,
be saying that on the internet.
yeah,
Like, y'all
nasty
get
work.
out my vocabulary.
Like
Wild and
everybody's favorite word these days is diabolical.
Yeah,
I
I
kinda
kind of
like
like that a
that.
lot too.
Yeah.
Diabolical.
Like, that's diabolical.
See, and that's what I love
like
about
it.
my friends, because whatever a popular word is, we find alternatives. So ours is
Yeah.
egregious.
Ooh,
Okay.
egregious is a good one.
Like we call everything egregious. Like
Ooh, that
nasty
sound like a
work,
good game.
egregious.
Yeah.
Egregious is a game.
No, it sounds like a good game to be coming up with these words or bringing these words to a group and
Oh, watch the Death
something
Fresh
with
show.
words. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You have to watch the Death Fresh show, because me and Juan will sit there for about 2 hours and we will say so many different words
That
that's
is
like, nigga,
crazy.
spell that.
Yeah, niggas spell that.
And that's how
Don't
we
be
talk.
asking me to spell.
Tika been on our show
Yeah.
sometimes. We are.
Yeah.
We are the epitome of ignorancy. We'll be
Yes,
back on
it be-
tomorrow.
it be- yeah.
We are
But it'd
the
be fun, though.
Preposterous.
we
Yeah,
are
that's a girl.
like we make up words for everything. We group people differently.
Yeah.
Like Pride Month was a very interesting time frame. Because we called them the produce section. And
the
The
produce
produce
section.
and we gotta
We
let you
produce
figure
this.
out how we got
Wow.
there. you, got,
I'm not.
you gotta figure out. But it was all in good fun because, as anybody know, TDR has a very large LGBT community.
Yes.
Yes.
So all of these things are ran by the community and they are approved by the community. The fact that it's even called, that we call them the community, is extra funny on top of that too. So just tune into the Death Fresh show.
Got you.
If y'all
Got
want
you.
an ounce of ignorancy, y'all know where to find me.
And then come
That part.
check that out. Y'all heard him.
An
Y'all
ounce
heard him.
of ignorancy. That's gonna be the tagline for the summer session.
House of ignorance.
Come get an ounce
When am I
of
gonna get
ignorance.
invited on the? I'll ask that
You-
off air.
You want to come?
Yes.
You want to come?
Yes.
Come tomorrow.
I'm leaving town in the morning.
That's right. You got to go do Jesus
Yes.
stuff.
He said you gotta go do Jesus
Now,
stuff.
now be mindful of her time zone and tell her the next availability so she can plan accordingly.
When are you back from Jesus? When are you back? When do you come back from the Jesus Freaks?
Well, I am the Jesus freak, so I can't leave myself. But I'll be back on Sunday.
You'll be back on Sunday. Are we podding Sunday?
No, we are not, because
Okay.
I don't even know when I'll be back on Sunday.
I just asked.
I won't.
You know, Sundays is we miss you on Sundays.
I'll be back.
You know,
She coming back.
I'm gonna combine. I'm gonna do a show with you, Michelle, and Jess.
I don't know them people, so let's go. I don't be knowing people's names.
You are horrible. human
Uh-huh.
being.
Bad too with names. I ain't gonna lie.
But no, it's
Faces I remember
But
though.
just hear me
Yeah.
out, Lachelle. You and Jess is the beautiful thing.
Okay.
I would
believe
never
it.
put
That's
you
gonna
in
be
the space
beautiful.
where-
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
I mean, because I leave,
No, you won't.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
but I'd have words for you after.
I would not put you in that space or place.
Okay, well,
Did you
whatever,
answer your
Tom.
question?
I'm sorry. I did not mean to hijack your
It's
show.
okay.
This is why I'm here and I'm not here.
My 3 therapeutic things. I love going for walks. I love it,
On the
especially
beach.
not necessarily the beach because I hate sand. I hate sand. I hate
It's
it.
hard to walk in.
It do
Yeah, I
get
don't really
everywhere.
like it. But I do like to go downtown. I like to go on the east side of Milwaukee. It's just the scenery down there. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
The people on
nice
the
day.
east side is a beautiful thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like a melting pot of
Diversity.
Yeah.
privilege.
Yeah. It's
And
a privilege.
Just
Yeah.
That too.
privilege. Like to see privilege in its natural element is a beautiful thing.
Man.
Like
It draws you to it.
it draws you to because they just be
It draws me every weekend.
you just walk in.
They be
You want some
walking in-
kombucha? Like
Right.
this is what privilege tastes like? Okay.
Right.
Two of them.
Like, I ain't
That's
even
so
never
funny.
seen no dog like that. What you
Right.
walking?
And I specifically say privilege because there is no color line on privilege on the east side.
That's true.
No, it's
It's
not.
just privilege.
Yeah.
Like y'all trust funded, ain't y'all?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of college kids too.
Like and college kids.
It
very,
is.
very, very unique group of people.
Very unique.
Like they see the world just so optimistically.
yes.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Yeah, that man.
I missed the
That's
ignorance
good
of
energy to
college
be
kids.
around, though.
It is.
It is.
They're a great time
Yeah.
when you're not the old person in the room, but they're a great time.
Yeah.
you know?
There's so much outrage when the optimism is broken. though.
Yeah.
I miss that a little bit too. Now
I
I'll be
do
like,
miss-
calm down.
Calm down.
Like, it's okay.
It's not. It is that serious. It's not though. So you should get some sleep.
Go lay down and then think about it tomorrow.
Go use your food card.
It'll still be there. It'll still be there. Problem
It
will still
will
be
be.
there. Trust me.
All right,
Yeah.
So long walks on the
But
east
long
side.
walks.
Liz.
I love them. Super therapeutic. I can clear my head. I can.
Do you talk to yourself when you walk?
I was actually going to say number 2 is I love hot showers, and a lot of times when I'm doing that, I am talking to
Okay.
myself.
In the shower?
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. To release a lot of stress, tension, things like that. If I just need to get away from the world, let me go to the water. And my shower is so beautiful and comfortable, and it's the warm
What's your
water.
sign? You're a Libra, right?
No, I
No,
am a Scorpio,
Scorpio.
sir. I'm a
Scorpio.
water sign.
That's why I had to. I apologize. I'm sorry.
You see, I was like, hold on.
I know
Hey,
you
we
was
get
a
a little
water.
aggressive.
I know you a water sign. I was just making sure which one of them.
I'm
y'all
sorry.
are. I'm sorry. I'm a fire sign. You know, I apologize. You're a little hot headed. I'm sorry.
That
I
head
just
was
know-
funny. We both.
But I know you a water sign. That's why I was getting there.
Okay.
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 So yeah, but yeah, sometimes I do. If there was something that happened during the day, that bothered me, but I didn't actually get to process it fully, I will talk to myself about it. Like, okay, ooh, why did you get so upset with that? What was it?
Yeah.
You know, I'll talk myself through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The third thing is, like you said, friendships. I love calling my reliable, trusty friends. You got a moment? I need to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell them what I need from them. You know, can you
Yeah.
listen to this?
Yeah.
Or what I need. and like moving forward, like this is what I think I need. What do you think, or what would you do about it? I value people's opinion, but I also like the back and forth, the feedback, of just like understanding like what could I have done better. This is what I think I could have done. What would you have done? I think that also really, really helps me. So those are some of the things. But I need one more because it's my show. Music.
Go ahead.
Music.
Yeah.
Music. And I like all types of music. Sometimes I go back to like 90s pop rock.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Right.
I like Maroon 5.
Okay, I was like, who in particular?
Who sings that? Every morning there's a halo hanging from the, like I like to go back to like that era. And my man's like, girl, what is going on in here? Like it's one of them days.
Angsty white teen. Like,
yeah.
Just let me have my moment.
I'll go back to, remember Backstreet Boys? I'll go back to that.
Yeah.
I want
It
it
that
that
way.
way.
Tell me why.
I can't take
But
y'all.
them the best
Those are the moments, like-
them be the best ones.
Yes. So
I be in my room being Britney.
Okay. Since we over here confessing, fun fact.
what's up?
Tom's got a confession.
I love it.
I'm a Spice Girl.
Yes,
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Don't tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna, really, really smooth. But I'm gonna say,
Let's go.
I have been a Spice Girl since day one.
I love it.
Yes.
I have owned all the albums. I
Period.
have
Wow.
literally bought all the albums, and I went to go see the movie on opening day.
I did see the movie,
Period.
but I don't think it was.
I literally got in trouble because I was in the Air Force at the time. I literally got in trouble for leaving my post an hour early.
Wow.
I had to go to the Spice Girls.
He is a Spice Girl.
That's
Who's your
dope.
favorite Spice Girl, Tom?
You gotta ask that question?
Scary Spice.
Of course.
That's
Let's
my favorite. I
Let's
love
go.
black women-
I love
Black
her
women
too.
will always come
I love
first.
Scary.
What,
I love
Keisha?
her so much.
Always come first.
Amazing, like
Okay,
iconic
who is your
group.
favorite not black Spice Girl?
Probably Baby Spice.
Nah, actually, she's fucking
The
annoying.
Beckham, the
It was-
Beckham,
it was
Victoria,
It was
Posh.
definitely
Oh,
Posh.
Posh.
Yeah.
It was definitely
Posh.
Posh.
She
Okay.
just,
Posh.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
'Cause
her.
Posh was hip.
The
Yeah.
fact that she
Yeah,
can make a
and that
little
Bob
Gucci
was
black
bobbing.
dress. She could work
Yes.
with a little Gucci black dress no
Mhm.
matter what.
Yes,
Posh
yes,
was
I love
definitely
her.
slaying.
She just gonna come out in that
Little Gucci black dress.
little square piece of black.
Right, that was
Yeah.
rectangle.
With her
That's
face
all it
like
was.
this.
Little Gucci black
She
dress.
not gonna smile. She not gonna sing. She's just gonna be Posh.
That's
Definitely,
I love that.
definitely. And I feel like we could do this. We could do this at the ladies' night. Oh my god, and just kind
Yeah.
of let people
My goodness.
That's gonna be fun.
channel into other ways to find that.
I
So
love that.
this is dope, y'all. Y'all just made my day. Hey, if anybody knows, I just started a new job on Monday, and it's thank you. Thank you so much.
Congrats.
Thank y'all. And so when you start something new, you got to navigate through learning people, learning. I've been experiencing a lot of anxiety with being here. There's a lot of uncomfortableness because it's new. So I'm just working through that this week. And I'm so thankful to have this with y'all tonight because this week has been a lot. It's been a lot. I'm grateful for the job. Don't get me wrong, God. Thank you so much for the job. It's just I went from being somewhere for a few years to dealing with a massive layoff, reduction of force within the company I was at. I absolutely loved my job. I loved my team. And it was like, we're letting 40 people go. This happened to me back in February. So I was without work for like 3 months. And I just started a new job this week.
Wow.
But you see how, you go through things like that and nobody actually really knows what's going on with you. Nobody knows that you're dealing with stuff and that you're trying to figure shit out,
Right.
and I still pod. I'm still with my friends. I'm still being the best person I can be and still, being a mom, still with the family. And everything just happens in our life and we don't know why or what, but I have been the most humble. me just say that. The most humble, to where I was so used to being able to do so many things for myself for so long, and I had got so comfortable in that this has taken me out of the comfort zone, but it has been in a good way.
Yeah.
I was devastated, but I taught myself to let that go and to be more trusting of God, to be more trusting that things happen and something better is coming. This journey has really taught me that. And so I've been able to do things that I didn't even know I could do. I didn't know I could smile this much and actually smile through pain and still actually be happy even though I was feeling pain. You can do that dually. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
I'm learning.
I do it.
Yeah.
I do it often.
You don't have to pick one or the other. You can be happy and sad and mad at the same time.
I do it all the time.
It's crazy, but
It is crazy. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with me? I was just happy.
I was just happy.
people be like, "How are you?" I'll be like, "I don't know, I'm terrible."
Do you really care?
Right. This is trauma.
Right.
If you ain't gonna care.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I just wanted to be vulnerable with that because I want to put that back out there to people who are dealing with some of the most crazy situations or things you think that you might not get through, or you're just having a pity party.
Yeah,
you know,
life be lifing, y'all.
it do.
And that goes for everybody.
It does. So I just want to say, love, light, laugh, and be you. Like,
Period.
Hey, that's
all
on my
that.
bathroom
Period.
wall.
All that. All right. And sis gotta go.
No skitty.
I don't want to hold her all night because we having such a good conversation. It's so natural with you. It's
It
so
is.
natural with you.
It is. All right.
Tone.
I'm Tone.
It be a bumpy ride sometimes, but we get where we going.
I'm just Tone.
We get where we going, Tone. We love you.
Figure
We
it
love
out.
you. TDR.
Yes. Yes. And y'all be looking out for Mo's ladies' night. We gonna be on her about that. But
That
I know she wants to do that because it's, man.
That sounds it's exciting. The
It's-
idea of it is exciting.
Yes.
We got you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever
Let
you
us know
need.
if you need any help at
Yeah.
all. We got you.
Look.
Anything at all. For sure. We got
Okay.
you. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm happy to be a part.
We're gonna do it. I'm excited.
Awesome.
It's not gonna be long before it happens.
Awesome.
Already, it's in my spirit now. It's not gonna be long. I'm excited about something, especially when I see the execution being relatively simple.
Yeah.
You just gotta tell the people where to come.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's gonna happen.
Get some
You
food.
build it, they shall come.
Hey,
They
look,
shall. And they excited. They know they excited.
man,
You already know.
look. I just, it is a privilege and an honor for people to want to be in my presence like that.
Yes.
I just exist as me. I try to be kind to people. I try to do good in the world.
Yeah.
I've gone to a lot of school and read a lot of books and listened to a lot of wisdom along the way. And I guess it's counting for something because
It's being
looking at me
received.
the way y'all looking at me.
Yeah. It's being received.
And wanting me to be in this space, and it is a beautiful experience to have come out of my shell and to find out that the me that I have always been is just something that people openly and enthusiastically embrace.
Yeah.
And I'm just y'all know I exist like this all the time. I just be, but y'all know I don't be happy. Like when people be like, even when you grumpy, you still be smiling. I'm like, I don't know. Like,
That's one of the moments where you feeling all them things at once.
Right.
but I appreciate it. I appreciate it that people they look to me, believe in me, and want to be in my company for good things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not because I'm gonna turn up. If it's a party, I'm gonna turn up, but not because it's no mess, or it's not about like a popularity contest or anything like that. Because I'm a weirdo. So if you're trying to be popular by being connected to me, you're gonna be popular and be odd.
You're so silly.
But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So let's get this healing going. If
Yes.
ladies' night is what's gonna happen, then let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm
Period.
clapping for ladies' night. happening. Well, all right, everybody. Thank you so much again for chiming in. Stay tuned. I got another show for you next week, Wednesday, same time, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And we will keep you informed on the upcoming event. My name is Kenda. I'm your host for Minding My Own Podcast. And y'all have a great rest of your night.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.